Welcome to the Sevier Valley Center for the 2A girls and boys quarterfinal rounds of the state basketball championships. It's on the Snow College Richfield campus in Richfield, Utah. Beautiful facility, and we welcome you here as we are joining you with second quarter action on the way between our first game of the morning. It's in the consolation bracket with the South Summit girls taking on the Summit Academy girls. And right now, after one period of play, as you can see on your screen, it is Summit ahead of South Summit by a score of 8-6. South Summit, the designated home team, and are in the white home jerseys with the green trim, while Summit Academy is the designated visiting team, and they are wearing the dark blue jerseys with the yellow trim. Game powered by Centricom Channel 10, also with the help of Deseret News and KSL. Immediately following this game, it will be North Summit and Millard. Winner of this game will play the winner of that game for the 5th place prize tomorrow morning rather. We resume play here at the Sevier Valley Center. Again, it's the Lady Bears with the 2-point advantage, and they throw it away on the opening possession to open things up heading into the second quarter. And that will take us to a South Summit possession. First possession of the quarter here. South Summit again trailing by 2, 8-6. Grayjack passes the ball right. Now it's knocked out of bounds, and it will be South Summit basketball. They'll retain possession. Inbounding is Hannah Peterson. 16 fouls right now in the first half for Summit Academy, 2 for South Summit. Grayjack will get down low on the post, has to come back out to Nichols. And Nichols will drive, ball batted, knocked out of bounds, and it stays with South Summit. I believe it was Nicole Fitzgerald who was able to get her hand on it for the Lady Bears to knock the ball out of bounds. Score remains the same, 40 seconds into the second period. Perimeter ball movement finds wide open three, short, off the front rim. Shot was taken and missed by Rydalch, but the rebound and the putback also missed by Graycheck. And it's going to be South Summit basketball, but they hand it right back on a travel. Extra step, maybe drug the pivot foot, and it's going to go right back to South Summit. Lady Wildcats inbound to the front court. Quickly right side to Hannah Peterson. Cross court pass to Kraychek. She's going to drive. Now kick back out. Peterson finds on the baseline. The jumper is missed. Shot taken from Nichols, and a whistle on the other side as it was Hannah Peterson trying to go in for a jump ball, maybe a steal, and she draws the foul. That'll be the third team foul for South Summit. Both teams have been scoreless in a low-scoring game. Right now, no one with a point in the second period. 8-6, the current score, and that is a 2-point advantage for Summit Academy. Good entry pass, but the shot is going to hit the bottom of the backboard from Mapstone. She's able to come out of the pile with the rebound, and Summit will reset offensively. Perimeter's Mooney. Ball stolen away. South Summit in transition. Feed ahead to Peterson. No, but there is going to be a whistle, and we'll see free throws from Peterson. Transition offense for South Summit. South Summit so far, their trip through the tournament, they opened up with a 57-33 win over Major Prep in the play-ins last week at Orem High School. They then ran into Kanab last night, gave the Lady Cowboys a good run, but ultimately lost by 4, 43-39, pitting them in this game this morning against Summit Academy. For Summit Academy, they picked up their play-in win against Layton Christian 54-40, and then were beaten by North Sevier last night 46-29. So to the line for South Summit, as you can see, is Hannah Peterson, and neither will go down. Summit Academy will have the basketball back the other way. 1:51 to play, or into the second period. That last foul was the 7th for Summit Academy, so at least 1-on-1 shooting for the rest of this period. Still an 8-6 game. Lady Bears working the ball around the perimeter. Davis with it up high. Trapped and kicks over left side. And now back up top to Davis. Drives in elbow, feeds down low. A nice pass into the baseline, but shot not able to get there. Double team from South Summit. Gustafsson down low on the baseline. Couldn't go up. The double team forces the jump ball call, and it's going to be South Summit. Good baseline defense for the Lady Wildcats. Krajcek was the one that came across half court, now has it again in the left elbow. Kick out to Rydalch. Back to Krajcek, now on the elbow. Ball movement's been phenomenal in this possession for South Summit. Continue to work it around the perimeter, now driving in. Down on the baseline, kick out, extra pass, still no shot, elbow. They'll clear it out to Krajcek. 8-6, still the score. 3 minutes into this period, neither team with any points in this second quarter. Cross court lob, able to find Krajcek. She goes up, and the shot is blocked from behind. It was Hathaway to knock the ball down. Mooney on the other end for the Lady Bears. Good pass inside from Mooney to Hathaway. Beautifully executed, and Hathaway gets the first points of this quarter for either team, and the lead extended to 4, 10-6, with South Summit on top. Sorry, Summit Academy rather on top. Now a three from South Summit is long, but there is going to be a foul on the three ball. Shooting it was Rachel Rydalch, and we'll see. It was a long way away. See if we give her 3 shots or if it was just 2. They do give her 3. 3 from the line for Rachel. She can knock them all down. It will be a 1-point game. Going to miss the first. She still has 2 more coming. That was the 8th team foul for Summit Academy. Second personal foul given to Marisa Hathaway. Here's 2 of 3. Subbing in for Summit Academy is going to be Megan Jarman. And she will come in for Hathaway, who just picked up that second personal foul. Only 3 team fouls right now for South Summit. Converts 2 out of 3 from the line, and the lead is cut down to 2. 10-8, Lady Bears on top over the Lady Wildcats in the first game of the day at the Sevier Valley Center. Consolation bracket this morning, and a whistle away from the ball. It's going to be against South Summit, and the Lady Bears will keep it down low. They'll inbound baseline here. Going to be just a hold, and will go against Rachel Rydalch. That will be her first personal foul, 4th team for South Summit. Inbound to Gustafsson on the block, can't put it in. Ball volleyballed around, loose on the court. South Summit will come out of the pile with it. Midway through the second. Clock is ticked down to under 4 minutes to play before halftime. Bounce down low, long 2. It is a 3, but missed. Rebounded by Mooney, and Mooney will be aggressive and push the ball down the floor. Gets to the 3 line, and the defense is there waiting for her, but keeps the dribble, comes in lane. What a move by Mooney, and able to take it in angle. Right side for 2, and the lead back to 4, 12-8. South Summit trailing by 4, looking for an answer. They try it down low on the block, shot no, but a rebound and the putback is not there, but Marisa Hathaway, it will be Hannah Peterson who was fouled for South Summit, and Peterson will go to the line, and she has 2 shots here. Personal foul given to Megan Jarman for Summit Academy, her first personal, and that will be the 9th team foul. Natalie Nichols, Taylor Reedhead, and McKay Wolstenhume all back into the game for South Summit. Second free throw is good, and Hannah Peterson will convert 1 out of 2. That trip to the line, and the lead is cut to 3, 12-9, 3:18 to play in the first half. Mooney picks up the dribble, passes behind her to Jarman, back to Mooney in the wing. Working against the zone pressure, and the shot is up, no good. A defensive rebound pulled in for Hannah Peterson. 2:56 to play in the second period. Good feed down low, but the shot is not there. Missed by Sydney, and it's going to be a rebound for Summit Academy, and the Lady Bears with the three-point advantage and the basketball. Feed to the elbow, kick back out Mooney. Mooney tries angle, ball loose on the court. South Summit dives for it, out of bounds, stays with Summit Academy. Good hustle though by South Summit's McKay Wolstenhume, diving for the ball to try and save it before it goes out of bounds. Summit Academy will inbound in front of the South Summit bench. Massey Lau to throw this one in. She finds Mooney. Mooney crosses over, gets to the free throw line. Ball's batted. Mooney picks it up. Kick out. Lau for three and short. Rebounded by Peterson. Hannah Peterson pushing the ball. Bounces down low to Wolstenhume. Back over to Peterson and in for two. The pass was a little low for Wolstenhume, but she did a good job gathering it and then found Peterson as the trail to cut in for two, and it's a one-point game, 12-11. Lau with the basketball comes in, ball batted, and there's going to be a foul against South Summit. That will be the 5th team foul, and Summit Academy will now inbound from the baseline. Subbing in for South Summit is Sierra Davis. Also back in for Summit Academy is Marisa Hathaway. 1:59 to play before halftime in a one-point ball game. 12-11. Mooney will catch the inbound in the corner, dribble up top. Find right side Jarman, who tries to come in on the baseline. Whistle against South Summit on the drive. And that will be another inbound play for Summit Academy. But that is the 6th team foul for South Summit rather. So both teams will be in the bonus from here on out with the last 1:53 to play before half. Personal foul was given to Taylor Reedhead. And an offensive foul before Summit Academy could even throw this one in. So South Summit will get the ball back with 1:53 to play. That foul went against Summit Academy's Marisa Hathaway, who just barely came into the game, and now she has to come right back out because that was her 3rd personal foul. Tenth team foul as well for Summit. That will put South Summit in the double bonus with 1:47 to play in the half. Lady Wildcat basketball, work the ball around the perimeter, look inside, nothing there. Cross court to the elbow, catch, dribble, drive, missed it in the paint. And a Lady Bear is down, and we're going to have a stop here. 1:32 to play in the second. With your score sitting at 12-11. And maybe an elbow to the head. Didn't quite see exactly what happened to make her fall. I believe it's Lau who is down. It's an unfortunate scenario. No whistle, all incidental. 12-11 your score. 10 team fouls right now for Summit Academy and 6 team fouls for South Summit. Summit Academy does have Hathaway in foul trouble right now with 3 still in the first half, and Lau able to roll over onto her back. Went down holding her head. And applause here for Lau as she's helped to her feet. Wheezy, and she will need assistance off the court to go into the locker room. Obvious blow to Lau, and we wish her the best. We'll keep an eye and see if she's able to make an appearance out of the locker room at some point in this game. I'm sure she'll be back there at least through halftime. Jaden Phillips will check in for Lau for Summit Academy. Just about ready to get back underway. 1:32 to play before halftime. It's been a very close ball game up to this point. 12-11. It is Summit Academy with the 1-point advantage over South Summit. Summit Academy has the basketball. Mooney drives in, angle, puts up the shot and is fouled, and Mooney to the line will get 2 shots. So Olivia Mooney, and that'll be the 7th team foul for Summit Academy as well. First personal foul will be given to Hannah Peterson off the whistle. So 2 shots here for Olivia. Short on the first one. This to make it a 2-point game as we see Kendall Mapstone check in for Summit Academy. She'll come in for Chelsea Drury. Josie Kraychek gets ready to check back in for South Summit. Second free throw is good. Subs come in. Kraychek subbing in for Sierra Davis, and 1:26 to play. After the free throw, it's a 2-point game, and it looks like Summit Academy will pressure off the inbound play. Up by 2. A man-man press. Inbound to Peterson, able to break it all the way down the floor. Peterson goes to the hole, puts her shoulder down, shot is up. And some contact, but no whistle. And another Summit Academy Bear is down. Summit wanted a foul as Hannah Peterson drove in strong. And there was no whistle. Wanted an offensive charge, and the shot does count to tie it up at 13-13, but once again, another Lady Bear has fallen. Needing attendance again on the baseline. Just fell over backwards and hit her head on the way down. Lau just recently went back into the locker room with what appeared to be a head injury herself just a few moments ago. Game is tied at 13 apiece. And back into the game will be Gustafsson for Summit Academy when we resume play here. 10 team fouls right now for Summit Academy, and you're able to see up on her feet and walking off the court under her own power is Shania King. And King is going to stay on the bench. She'll check out here and get some time, but not taken to the locker room. Good sign for King. So Summit Academy, it's now a tie ball game. Lady Bears will have the basketball. Just another reminder, immediately following this game, coverage continues as North Summit will take on Millard. Powered by Centercom Channel 10 with the live video stream, also KSL Deseret News. Also local radio coverage for Millard on Classy FM. South Summit on the defensive end. Summit Academy working the ball around the perimeter. Clock is now under a minute to go. Mooney tries to lob it up to Gustafsson. Miscommunication, stolen away by Peterson. Peterson lobs it over right side to Reedhead. Up to the free throw line, Kraychek. Now a 3 on the way from Wilson Hume is short, and there's going to be a rebounding foul against Nichols. Natalie Nichols will push underneath. She'll get the body contact foul, and that'll be 1-on-1 shooting on the other end for Summit Academy. 46.3 on the clock. That was Natalie's second personal foul, 8th team foul for the Lady Wildcats. Jaden Phillips to the line for Summit in a 1-on-1 situation. Can't convert on the first. Ball batted, knocked out of bounds. No, it's kept inbounds. South Summit pushing the ball down the court. Reedhead with the dribble. Stops, now continues forward, picks up the dribble on the right wing. Bounces to the free throw line. Kraychek goes to the block. Can't get up to the hole though. Still has the dribble, pivots around the baseline and steps out of bounds. Just got herself too far behind the basket. And a very good sign for Summit Academy as Shania King is back into the game. Also, Bailey Brown will sub in for the Lady Bears with 31.5 to play. Still a tie ball game, 13-13 just before the half. Summit Academy in the double bonus. South Summit in the double bonus as Mooney drives in. Too strong off the backboard, and a rebound pulled in for South Summit's Taylor Reedhead. She's able to find Peterson. She's pressured across half court, but able to get across the timeline. Triple teamed and then finds Kraychek underneath, but a fine defensive play. Kendall Mapstone recovered well and knocked the ball right out of Kraychek's hands. And it stays with South Summit with 10.9 to play before halftime. Inbound to Peterson, now up high, able to find Kraychek. A three on the way is off the glass from the corner by Wilston Hume. Off the glass on the corner, and the half-court buzzer beater will fall short for Summit Academy. And a big shot for South Summit has them going into the locker room up by 3, 16-13.
I didn't look close, I'm sorry. Leak? No. Huh?
To start the second half, the Bears will have possession of the basketball.
Out of the locker room, it is a 3-point lead for South Summit after they hit the three ball to send it into halftime. South Summit with the ball now. Good feed on the baseline from Josie Krajcek over to Sierra Davis, and she's able to hit the jumper from 5 away. And it's a 5-point lead now for South Summit, largest lead of the game for either team. 7:03 to play, still in the third period. Summit Academy trying to drive in. Wild shot high off the glass, does not go, and the ball is loose. Pulled in by Summit Academy. Megan Jarman didn't give up. Kick out, 3 on the way is missed, and another rebound for Summit Academy. Lady Bears hold the basketball with Mapstone up high, and Mapstone is fouled. And it's going to be the first foul of the half against South Summit. .6:42 to play in the third. 18-13 is the score, and that will be, I guess that was a Summit Academy foul. No, it was South Summit. Yeah, it was South Summit. So Summit Academy will keep the basketball. The foul was called on Taylor Reedhead, her second personal. A little confusion there from some of the players, but it is. Nope, now they change it and give the foul to Woolstenhume from South Summit. So instead of Reedhead, it is against Woolstenhume. That's her second personal foul. And now after everything's all sorted out, it's Lady Bear basketball, 6:40 to play in the third. Mooney with it up high. Man-man coverage for South Summit. Down low, getting to the paint is Jarman, and Jarman can't convert. Ball loose. Another nice rebound offensively. Mapstone comes out of the pile with it. And a third opportunity here for Summit Academy. Jumper from the free throw line is short. And South Summit will have the basketball. Pushing it down the floor is Krajcek. Krajcek comes angle, kicks it out behind her. Offensive foul against Krajcek. Went too strong. And Summit Academy was there, set and ready. So 2 quick team fouls for South Summit, has them with 2. That's the second personal on Wolstenhume. Actually, no, sorry, they're giving that one to Krajcek, her first personal, as Gustafsson checks in for Summit Academy. Lady Bears in the dark blue, Lady Wildcats in the white with the green. Ball loose on the other end. Jump ball will be the call. Jarman and Nichols both fighting for it. Only 1 field goal scored in the half so far, 18-13 the score. It was a jumper that was put in from South Summit. They had the basketball now. Nichols drives, kick out Krajcek, around the arch to Reedhead, cross court to Nichols, jumper in the paint, too strong right side, out of bounds. Last touched, it was tipped. So a partial block for Summit Academy to knock it out, and it remains with South Summit. The little inbound baseline, 5:37 to play in the third rather. Three off the inbound, sink it in, Taylor Reedhead from the right wing. And 21-13, a big run for South Summit as they now go up by 8. Summit Academy looks to answer. Mooney drives, angled, no, off the shot. Rebound pulled in by Krajcek, and she'll push the ball down the court. Slow up at the three-point line. Pass to the left to Reedhead. Back to Krajcek. Fakes a 3, drives in, nice bounce off the paint. Shot off the glasses, no. Ball is loose and a jump ball call. And possession arrow will go back to the Lady Bears, so they'll get it off the jump. 4:05 to play in the third period. I believe it's at least an 8-0 run. No, it is an 8-0 run because we were tied at 13 in the second period. And since then, including that 3 at the buzzer that South Summit hit, it's an 8-0 run for the Lady Wildcats. And another offensive foul. It's like on the screen against Summit Academy. Marisa Hathaway picks it up, and I believe that's her 4th foul. So Marisa in foul trouble. And we'll see Jaden Phillips check into the game, likely for Marisa. Lady Wildcat basketball. Around the arch, now cross-court pass. Move, drive, Nichols, too strong and too high, but a rebound by South Summit, then it's stolen away. In transition comes Summit Academy, 2-on-1, bounce to the left, come back in right, shot is missed. But another rebound, and there'll be a foul. What a rebound for Kendall Mapstone in traffic. One of the shorter girls on the court, and she was able to jump up around all those white jerseys and bring it in, and she is fouled. And that will put her on the line for 2 shots. 3 team fouls for South Summit here in the first half. 1 team foul for Summit Academy. The last personal foul was given to McKay Wolstenhume, McKay Wolstenhume with her 3rd personal. Jaden Phillips does check in for Summit Academy, along with Rachel Ridealch and Hannah Peterson for South Summit. Missed both free throws, and South Summit will have the basketball coming the other way. Reedhead to the elbow, bounce right side, fake a 3, drive in, Ridealch, baseline, shot is missed, and a rebound comes down to Phillips. South Summit still with the lead here, up 21-13. Winner of this game advances into the consolation final. Midway through the third period. Mooney finds a screen. Drives an angle, fade away, and the lean right just kind of flipped it up, and Mooney gets 2. Ends the run, and it's back to 6, 21-15. Rydalch has the ball knocked out from behind, and it's going to stay with South Summit. They'll inbound to the front court. Into the game for Summit Academy is Bailey Brown. Again, Summit's Misay Lau left the game in the first half with the apparent head injury. Likely will not be seeing her for the rest of the game. Cross-court pass, too low, off the feet of South Summit. Ball loose on the court, diving for it. Ball will be out of bounds and stays with South Summit. A lot of hustle and effort from both teams. 3 team fouls in the game right now for South Summit, 1 for Summit Academy. Inbounding is the Lady Wildcats. Lob to the wing to Rydalch. Bounce to Hathaway, off of Hathaway, not able to contain it. And then we'll turn it over back to Summit Academy. In the first half, the Lady Bears shot 31%. Lady Wildcats, 28%. 5 of 16 for Summit Academy and 5 of 18 in the first half for South Summit. Mooney crosses over, spins on the elbow, tries to go up for the shot, but can't. Instead kicks it back out to Jarman, who drives in. Ball batted out of her hands from behind, and South Summit with the basketball. They're in transition. Bounce it down low inside. The ball's loose. Nichols now picked up by Peterson. Putback is not there. Peterson goes in for the rebound. Jump ball is the call as Peterson was fighting with Bailey Brown for it. Possession this time will stay with South Summit, and they had the basketball, but a missed opportunity for the Lady Wildcats in transition. 2:53 to play in the third. Peterson to throw this one in. Lob into the paint to Nichols. Turn and shoot. Too strong off the back rim, and the tall Gustafsson able to bring in the rebound. Still a 6-point game with plenty of time on the clock for Summit Academy to put a run together. 21-15 South Summit leads. Mooney crosses over, gets in the lane, jumper, no, and the rebound by Gustafsson is missed. Another offensive board, and the putback that time is in. Megan Jarman, the offensive board and a bucket, and the lead cut to 4. 2:17 to play in the third. Inside feed, Nichols, bounce to the baseline, jumper too strong. Nichols on the rebound, kicks it back out. 3 on the way, in and out, no good. Another offensive board for South Summit. Now the ball's loose on the court. Coming out of it, nope, team still fighting for it, and Summit Academy will come away with the basketball. No jump call, they just give it to Summit, and Jaden Phillips will have it across the timeline. Here's Mooney up high, 1:48 to play in the third. Mooney again gets to the elbow, drives in, splits the D and is fouled. Mooney to the line. Chance now for Mooney to cut this down to a 1-possession game. A nice little run at the end of the third quarter for Summit Academy with 1:44 to play before the fourth begins. That's the 4th team foul against South Summit. 3rd personal on Natalie Nichols. Missing the free throw is Mooney. Lau and Jarman check back into the game. Second free throw is good. Lead is cut down to 3. 1-possession game. 1:44 to play in the third. South Summit will work the ball around the perimeter. Driving in is Kraychek. Baseline underneath. Kick out corner. Now a jumper from the free throw line will get the shooter's touch to roll forward but not fall in. Now Peterson will have a rebound, and Peterson is fouled. Second team foul of the half for Summit Academy, and Peterson will inbound baseline for South Summit. Inbound play, lob to Nicholas, and she has one dribble, goes for the shot, and is fouled. Natalie Nicholas. 21-18 with South Summit on top, 1:24 to play in the third. That foul was given to Lau, who is on the court after taking a blow to the head, playing, and picks up her 3rd personal foul. She just recently checked in. Glad to see that Lau is doing fine. First free throw is made. Here's the second of 2. That one's in also, 23-18. Lead back to 5. Three team fouls for Summit Academy, 4 for South Summit. Lady Bear basketball. Mooney will flip to Jarman, left wing. Jarman drives to the free throw line, cuts back into the paint. Nice move by Jarman, can't get there, but Gustafsson on the rebound. Put back is not good. Ball loose on the court. Lau with it. She goes up strong, too strong again. Gustafsson that time gets it. 4 offensive rebounds, leads to 2 points for Gustafsson, and the lead is back to 3. Ball movement around the perimeter now as Krajcek comes in baseline, makes a move, pivots, leans to the left, and gets the floater to fall in. 25-20. Mooney from the elbow. Too strong. Another offensive board. Jarman put up. No, but Jarman will be fouled, and we'll see Megan Jarman go to the line, and she will have 2 shots from the charity stripe. McKay Wolstenhume on the foul. That will be her 4th foul. She will be in foul danger nearing the end of the 3rd period. Two shots for Megan Jarman. First is away, short off the front rim. Kendall Mapstone in for Summit Academy. We also see checking in is Rachel Rydalch for South Summit. It's a 5-point game. Here's the second of 2 shots. That one is good. 1 out of 2 on that trip, and the lead cut to 4, 25-21. South Summit still holds on to the 4-point lead. Left side, Rydalch drives, free throw line, shot rolls around the rim and falls. 27-21. South Summit now up by 6. Chance for Summit Academy to hit the shot at the buzzer. Mooney drives, splits the D, off the glass and in. Mooney aggressive. Flicked it up right hand. Still time for South Summit. 4, deep pass to Wolstenhume. Kick out, 3 at the buzzer is blocked. Swatted away by Megan Jarman. At the end of 3, it's 27-23. Immediately following this game, live coverage of Millard against North Summit in the second consolation game today from the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield. Girls bracket continues after that with the semifinal games. North Sevier taking on Kanab at 12:50. Delta will play Manti at 2:30. Those 2 games will have a chance at the state championship game, at least a trip to it on the line for North Sevier and Kanab, and then Delta and Fillmore. Boys bracket resumes after the girls today. They'll start with the consolation games with Parowan taking on Summit at 4:10. San Juan has Layton Christian for the boys at 5:50. Semis for the boys teams. South Summit takes on Emory at 7:30. And the late game tonight, the Manti Templars have Enterprise. That game at this point is scheduled for 9:10. Coming out of the break, we have 4-quarter action. 4th quarter with 8 minutes on the clock. And South Summit holding on to the lead, but Summit Academy well within reach, only trailing by 4. Just a 2-possession game with still 8 minutes to play. Mooney will get the inbound, and Summit Academy will have the basketball. Mooney, another nice move, crossing over into the lane. Good dribbling by Mooney, but the shot does not fall down. And Lau comes out of nowhere to steal away the rebound, and Lau is fouled on the way back up. And Lau will go to the line for 2. Slow to come up as Rydalch, but she is able to walk it off. And Lau will have 2 shots as her team is trailing by 4. Mooney has been very aggressive in the second half for Summit Academy, taking those dribbles down around the elbows and going into the lane. Good ball handler. First free throw is missed by Lau, and we will see Rydalch sub out of the game, trying to walk off a little tweak, looks like. Taylor Reedhead will come in. Second free throw is short. And the rebound comes to Krajcek for South Summit. Able to find Peterson. Peterson across the timeline. Reedhead up high. Ball movement around the perimeter. Patient offensive set, now driving in baseline is Reedhead, trapped on the corner, able to get rid of the basketball. Back to Reedhead, just inside the 3 baseline. Let's get rid of it again to Wilstonhume. Pivot around, cross-court pass, able to find Peterson. Jumper off the glass, finds the bottom of the net. Defense continued to suck in around the right side. Wilstonhume was left alone on the edge on the other end. And a good find to get Peterson for 2. And the lead back up, 29-23. South Summit on top, ahead by 7. And now the Lady Bears. Mooney drives, kick out to Jarman. She comes in and is fouled. Jarman will go to the line, and she has 2 shots. Foul is given to Krajcek, and that's her second personal foul. 7 team fouls for South Summit. So a bonus situation for Summit Academy for the rest of the game. And the Lady Bears only have 3 team fouls at this point. Megan Jarman is on the line. Here is the front end of the 1-and-1, and it's good. They gave her 1-and-1. They'll say the foul was on the floor, but it doesn't matter because she gets 2 here anyway. Lead cut to 5, this to make it 4. And she does. 29-25, still plenty of time for Summit Academy. Anybody's ball game at this point with 6:41 left to play in the game. Ball movement around the perimeter. Feed down low, kick back out, Reedhead drives, stops, picks up the dribble, bounces into the paint. There's going to be a foul from behind. Sierra Davis will be fouled down low on the block. And it was Lau who picked up the foul. That's, I believe, her 4th personal. So now Lau in foul trouble. A couple players on both teams looking at 3 or 4 fouls. 4th personal foul. Good feed, but blocked by Lau. Reedhead went up strong, but Lau, a clean block. Mooney again. Drives and is fouled by Peterson. And Mooney will go to the line for 1-and-1. 29-25, that will be the 8th team foul for Summit Academy. If Mooney can knock down 2 shots there, it'll be a 1-possession game. Free throws will be big down the stretch with Summit in the single bonus right now. Give her another. 6:15 to go in the game. The last personal given to Hannah Peterson, her 2nd personal foul. Second free throw, good. Give her both, and it's 29-27. South Summit basketball now only ahead by 2. Work the ball around the 3, cross-court pass to Krajcek. She drives in, splits the D, what a move by Josie Krajcek. With the sidestep to split the defense and find the bottom of the net. Extends the lead back to 4, Mooney up top. Feed down low, on the block, dribble, post shot, good spin. Excellent post play by Chelsea Drury. And the lead back to 2, 31-29. South Summit moves the ball around the perimeter. Left side corner. Now the right side. Cross court back to the left. Bounce down low, in the paint, stop, shot, hits the bottom of the backboard, missed by Josie, and the rebound to Summit Academy. Mooney, she's going to go coast to coast. Nope, the defense is there, gets stopped on the baseline, but a good feed from Mooney, able to find behind her Hathaway. Hathaway can't convert, ball loose, whistle, travel call. against Summit Academy, and it will be South Summit basketball back the other direction. Natalie Nichols back into the game. 2-point advantage for South Summit. Natalie will come in for Hannah Peterson for the Lady Wildcats, and a 2-point lead. A screen for Reedhead. Gets rid of it from the wing to Nichols, back to Reedhead. Looks inside, nothing. Instead, cross-court pass deep and over the head of McKay Wolstenhume, and that will be a turnover. Summit Academy basketball, chance to tie or take the lead for the Lady Bears with 4:32 to play in the fourth period. 8 team fouls for Summit Academy, 8 for South Summit, 4 for Summit Academy. Feed down low, ball batted out of bounds off of Summit Academy, and it will be South Summit basketball the other way. Timeout taken on the floor. This one will be taken by South Summit, a full 60 timeout. 4:20 to play in this game. It's 31-29. South Summit still holding on to that slim 2-point advantage. The Summit Academy has been able to hang right there, and they put a little run together in the third period to get them back into this game. Couple players with foul trouble on both sides with 8 team fouls right now for South Summit, 4 team fouls for Summit Academy. Coming up immediately following this game, Layton Christian versus San Juan. Sorry, that's in the boys bracket, rather. North Summit versus Millard. In the girls' second consolation game will take place right after this one. That game live with the help of Centricom Channel 10, KSL Deseret News, and also local radio coverage provided by Mid-Utah Radio on KMGR Classy FM. Coming out of the timeout, it is South Summit basketball. Ball's knocked loose, tipped by Summit Academy. South Summit tracks it down, trapped in the corner, and Summit is going to put on the pressure defense at mid-floor. South Summit able to break it. Nichols up to Wolstenhume. Deep court pass down the floor and save before it goes out of bounds. Wildcats still have the basketball, pivoting on the elbow, get rid of it. Able to find Reedhead, baseline drive, and missed it off the backboard. And the Lady Bears have the rebound, and that will be a foul against South Summit, and 1-on-1 shooting on the other end. 9th team foul for South Summit. And on the line shooting 1-on-1 is going to be Marisa Hathaway. 4th personal foul on Sierra Davis. Big free throws, an opportunity to tie the game at 31. Knocks down the first of 1-on-1, and so she gets another. This for the tie. And it's short. South Summit goes down, and it will be a South Summit basketball. Krajcek comes out of the pile with it. She goes strong to the left to Wolstenhume. Cross-court pass, skip it over Reedhead. Reedhead to the hole and fouled. Aggressive move by Taylor Reedhead, and she's rewarded with a trip to the line. Score remains a 1-point advantage at this point for South Summit, up 31-30. And that will be the 5th team foul for Lau. She will be done for the day. And she'll receive a round of applause as she comes out of the game. Chelsea Drury will come back in. 5th team foul for Summit Academy, so they still have one more to give. On the line for South Summit is Taylor Reedhead. 3:38 left to play in the game. Misses the first one long. Still an opportunity here to make this a 2-point game with one more free throw coming. Shot is up and good. Summit Academy across half court. Mooney finds a screen, double teamed, and loses control of the basketball. Saves it before it goes out of bounds, throws it back in, but it will be South Summit grabbing the loose ball, and then a foul will be given to Kendall Mapstone of Summit Academy, and South Summit will inbound in the backcourt with 3:21 to play in the fourth in a 32-30 ball game. That's the 16th foul against Summit Academy, so no more fouls to give in a 2-point game. It's a close one in the first consolation game of the day. Bounce to the elbow, spin, jumper outside the paint, short, rebounded by Summit. The putback is missed, and Summit Academy will get the rebound defensively and a chance to tie it here with less than 3 to play. Mooney across the timeline. Crosses over, dribbles off of her toe, loose ball picked up by Reedhead. Reedhead pushing the ball down the court. She's going to come into the hole, nope, kick out. Chris Wilson-Hume for 3, what a shot! Only give her 2, her foot was on the line, but what a big one for Mikhail Woolston-Hume to make it a 2-possession game, 34-30. Timeout taken by Summit Academy. Here in just a few moments, live radio coverage will begin for the Millard Lady Eagles as they prepare to take on North Summit, as we continue our video coverage here as well for South Summit and Summit Academy. Coming out of the timeout, it's a close game. It's a 2-possession game, 34-30. It will be Summit Academy basketball. Lady Bears trailing by 2. To the right wing is Mooney. Goes to the rim, and it just hangs on the rim, but doesn't go. Rebound by Drury, and the putback is not there, but Drury will be fouled. That'll be the 10th team foul for South Summit. And Drury to the line. She has 2 shots, and the 5th personal foul for South Summit's Natalie Nichols. And she is out of the game. Coming in for her will be Hannah Peterson. Also checking in for Summit Academy will be Shania King. I believe she has 4 fouls herself. (34-30), so these are some big free throws. Here from the line is Chelsea Drury. If she can knock them both down, it would make it a 2-point game. One would make it a, she can just hit one, it's a single possession game. Free throw is in, lead is 3. South Summit has held the lead through this entire half, but Summit Academy has been on their heels the entire way. And the Lady Bears could possibly pull this one off at the end. If this one goes down, it would be a 2-point game, but too strong. Peterson on the rebound for South Summit. Peterson's going to go all the way down the floor, stop at the 3-point line. Feeds to Kraychek, back to Peterson, clock at 2:17. Around the arch they go. Feed and a whistle. That's going to be a reach in and a hold on Mooney. Stops the clock at 2:12, and that will be 1-and-1 shooting for South Summit. McKay Woolston-Hume on the line for South Summit. Give her a second if she knocks down the first, which she does. It's back to a 2-possession game, 35-31. And the lead is 6. Lead is 5, rather. 36-32. 36-31 should be the score. 2:08 to play. The score table gave the point to the wrong team off the free throw. It should be 36-31. And they're reading 35-32. The free throw went to the wrong team. Coming back the other way, Summit Academy hits it. They'll make it 37. It should be 38-31. Free throw went to the wrong team off the last bucket. Should be 38-31. And during the timeout, South Summit will try and correct it. .149 to play in this game, and South Summit has built a little cushion now. As you can see, they're fixing the score here, 38-31, South Summit on top. And our radio coverage will begin right after this break for Millard North Summit. The game beginning right after this as we continue video coverage here as well on Centricom Channel 10.
This could be ugly. Send somebody down when the intro's going.
Yeah, so
Centricom Channel 10 Sports and Mid-Utah Radio, the sports leaders in South Central Utah, now present another exciting high school basketball game broadcast. This sports broadcast is brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. And now, let's go live to the basketball court for simulcast coverage of high school basketball on Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10.
Welcome to Richfield, Utah. This is day 2 of the state championship 2A classification. This morning it's the girls as they flop from yesterday. The boys went first yesterday. Now they flip to the girls first today. Right now we're in the middle or towards the end of a consolation game. This one between South Summit and Summit Academy. And currently South Summit ahead 38-31. This is Dennis Aldridge along with Duke Dance bringing you the action for today's game. Again, it's consolation action, and these are tough games to call sometimes. Tough games to play for the girls.
Tough games to play, especially for a South Summit team that had some big expectations. And they're fighting here against Summit Academy, and looks like they may, if they can hold on to the 7-point lead and hit some free throws down the stretch, may come out of here with a win and advance to play a game tomorrow. But, yeah, when you come into the tournament, especially for any Summit team, you're expecting to pick up some wins. And it's always tough, especially when you lose that quarterfinal game.
It is, and emotionally those are damaging games. It's tough to come back from, and generally speaking, as the game begins, they start slow, and this one did. And you would anticipate the Millard and North Summit game again to start slow because, you know, North Summit is particularly a team that really planned on being in the state championship. They came in with an undefeated record, and a fine team that they are, but they get upset, and not just that they lose, but the manner in which they lost
by 21.
last night. Yeah, that takes a lot out of a team.
Yeah, so we'll see how they can rebound, and it was unfortunate that North Summit and Delta had to play in the quarterfinals, but you know that's just how it works out. And Delta, the better team yesterday. It was tied at halftime, but Delta able to come away and pull away in the second half of that game. But what a challenge for Millard as they prepare to take on the North Summit squad.
Yeah, and we'll be bringing the action here shortly. Again, Dennis Aldridge and Duke Dance. Let's go back to the studio for 3 minutes.
Millard County residents are accustomed to friendly service, quality grocery items, and convenient prices at Dwayne's Food Town in Fillmore. Dwayne's Food Town prides itself on providing the choicest cuts of meat in their meat department, assuring they offer the freshest produce available and providing the best value on every grocery item in the store. Stop in and discover for yourself the hometown service and attention that you deserve at Dwayne's Food Town, located at 375 South Main in Fillmore. Proud to support the Eagles this year.
Stevens Feed and Holden serves the surrounding communities in Millard County as well as farmers in central and southern Utah. They buy and sell alfalfa hay and can haul your hay to wherever it needs to go. You can be assured that you'll get the right price while receiving the service you deserve when buying and selling hay. The entire crew appreciates farmers and ranchers for their business over the years, and they're happy to contribute to the school and community as a sports booster. That's Stevens Feed and Holden, a proud supporter of Millard Athletics.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Miller, Chevron, Subway, and Texaco are happy to support Millard High School. Not only can you stop in for top-quality gasoline and oil products, but you can fill up on snacks, goodies, and drinks. You'll also find their irresistible, world-famous fried chicken and potato logs. Miller's can also service your vehicle with mechanical service or a new set of tires. And dine in on delicious and healthy meal selections at Subway. That's Miller, Chevron, Subway, and Texaco on the North I-15 interchange in Fillmore, proud to sponsor the player of the game.
The Fillmore City Mayor and City Council and staff members are excited about the Millard Eagles this sports season. They'd like to congratulate the Millard High School team members, the coaches, faculty, staff, and student body on a great season and wish them the very best in this year's playoff. The entire city fully supports education and athletics in molding the future leaders of our area. Fillmore City would like all involved to know that they're behind them 100%. Happy to be Millard Eagles Sports Booster. Fillmore City, go Eagles!
Kern River Gas Transmission wishes the Millard Eagles good luck this season and reminds everyone that damage from others digging into a pipeline is one of the main causes of pipeline failures. Never guess where a pipeline is located. Whether you're a farmer, rancher, or homeowner, if you plan to dig, call Blue Stakes to make sure all utilities are marked. Call Blue Stakes at 800-662-4111 or the new national 811 number at least 48 hours before digging. Kern River Gas Transmission Company reminds you to call before you dig. It's free. It's the law.